Hello, 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 my intergalactic beings, my starseeds, my daydreamers, my manifestors. So today's video is just going to be about me putting out like signs that you're an indigo child. I already put out signs that you're a starseed, but this is signs that you're an indigo child. So today I have on makeup. Hope you guys like it. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so let's start off with first saying we're first asking what is an indigo child, an indigo soul. And I researched this and I looked it up and I've written down and took some notes as well too. But yeah, I'm an indigo child, I'm an indigo soul. So yeah, anyways. So, what are indigo children? Indigo children, I'm going to read here what I wrote down in my notes. Sorry, my voice is cracking a little bit. Okay, what are indigo children? Indigo children are children that are born different and have unique souls. They are the spiritual warriors and are here to go against the system and or the matrix, and here to break generational chains and curses within the family system dynamic, and that they have supernatural gifts and are here to be a part of the collective awakening and to help with the rising of the Earth's vibrational frequency. So that's what indigo children are. We're just here to similar to a starseed, because we are starseeds. We're just here to help again raise up, be a part of raising up the collective the collective vibration and Earth. We're here to raise up Earth as well too. My bad. I know I keep saying that in every video, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put sign number 1 that you are a indigo child, indigo soul. You have an older soul and feel like an old person in a young body. So a lot of kids nowadays, I think, are indigo. They're just ancient souls that came back. I just feel like that's also what like an indigo child is that they came back. A lot of them are like old souls in young bodies. So like say like a 10-year-old or a 5-year-old. You would like look at a 10-year-old and 5-year-old and be like, that child is like really intelligent. Like that child is really wise, as if that child is almost like an older person inside of a young body, right? So that's what that is. So yeah, that's sign number 1. You have an older soul and feel like an older person in a young body. So yeah, a lot of these kids now, and I am one, again, I am an indigo child. A lot of these kids now are coming back, and a lot of them are old ancient beings that came back. A lot of them are very wise. A lot of them are old. Their soul is old beyond years, because a lot of us are just ancient beings that came back from a different timeline or a different realm, such as myself. So yeah, that's what sign number 1 is. Sign number 2, you are or have ADHD or is neurodivergent and or autistic. So again, a lot of what I've explained in my videos before, they always want to diagnose us saying that we have some sort of mental thing going on with us, like a lot of indigo children are born into bodies such as myself that would consider to be like, oh, your child was diagnosed with ADHD, or your child is autistic, right? And they need headphones because they can't take too much stagnant frequency, right? So they have to wear headphones because they're highly sensitive and stuff like that, right? And yeah, so that's sign number 2 that you are an indigo soul or indigo child. Is that you're neurodivergent. You might your mind is just a little bit more different than others. How you see things, how you view things is very different from from others. So the so-called norm, right? But yeah, okay, let's move on. This isn't going to be too much of a long video. It's kind of going to be like a little short video, me explaining a little bit about what indigo children are and indigo souls, and their aura is indigo. It's blue, like the third eye. So this chakra here is dominant if you're an indigo child, this chakra. Okay, sign number 3, you have spiritual gifts and or is psychic. So you have spiritual gifts, meaning you can see it to other realms, you can see it to other dimensions. You're psychic, you're able to intuitively know, like me for myself. Like I've said before, I can sometimes intuitively know things that happen way before they happen. So like that sixth sense, kind of like seeing things, or like feeling something, like knowing that something is going to happen before it happens. I have that. But yeah, you're able to do like anything. A lot of like starseeds and indigo children that are into this, they do tarot readings and stuff like that too. I see them. They do tarot readings because a lot of us are psychic, right? A lot of us can see the future way before it happens, you know. So that's one of the signs that you can be an indigo child or an indigo soul. So moving on to sign number 4. Sign number 4, you are a spiritual warrior. So you're a spiritual warrior, meaning like you're a, like, I wouldn't say like a fighter. I would say like you're much more spiritually like tough, you know, like, you know, when it comes to like certain things, when it comes to like, you know, life challenging you, sometimes you're able to overcome and get past those sorts of things. I feel like that's what it means to me to become a spiritual warrior. When life hits you with things, how are you going to take it? You know, like, are you going to get in your ego and emotionally react and all that stuff, or are you gonna be like, hey, this could be something for me to learn, you know, this could be something for me that I take in so I can learn, you know, and understand it. So yeah, that's another signs that you can be an indigo child or indigo soul, is that you can be a spiritual warrior. You're very strong spiritually. That's what that means. So yeah, okay. Sign number 5, you're here for a bigger purpose and or mission. So as I've said in my my God or Goddess video, signs that you're an incarnated God or Goddess, I've said that a lot of us are here as indigo children or as starseeds. A lot of us, before we came here, we hit Uranus. So again, I'm calling you guys my Uranians if you resonate. A lot of us hit Uranus, so we have a lot of like Uranian type traits and stuff. What it means to be Uranus slow. So like this, like Uranus deals with like being different. Uranus deals with being different. Uranus deals with like having sort of ideology or something like that. It deals with that. Yeah, Uranus. Uranus also deals with like extraterrestrial aliens and stuff like that. So if you're an indigo child, you're probably going to have a lot of Aquarian placements in your chart, such as myself. I have a lot of Aquarian placements in my chart as well too. But yeah, you're here for a bigger purpose, a bigger mission. You're not really here to fit in or be like everybody else, or be what you call normal, right? In this society, this system that's falling apart anyways. Okay, so yeah, that's sign number 5. Sign number 6, you're here to go against society's laws, rules, and or here to challenge the system within the matrix, and or here to break codes, So we're here to challenge the system. We're here to challenge We're here to be spiritual warriors, and we're here to challenge the system. We're here to challenge the matrix. We're here to bring up something new. That's why everybody's talking about this whole new earth thing, with us shifting into 5D and stuff like that, getting ready, getting prepared for the new world per se, right? But the elites want the new world order, right, where everybody's controlled by pretty much machines, like in the movie The Matrix, how everybody was controlled by machines, stuff like that. But we're here to challenge that. We're here to break generational curses. That's why some of us are born in families where it could be toxic, and some of our family members can be toxic and stuff towards us. A lot of us, again, can be the black sheep of the family because we're individuals. That's another thing Uranus rules. Uranus rules individuality as well too. It's because you're individual and you're here to do your own thing. You're not here to follow the rest of the crowd, such as myself. I fell into that trap and was like wanting to be like other people, wanting to fit in, and couldn't figure out why I feel so different from everybody else. So yeah, that's the sign. That's sign number 6, actually. Sign number 7. You're an extraterrestrial being or a starseed in a human body. So I'm going to say that again. Sign number 7. You're an extraterrestrial being or a starseed in a human body. Yes, meaning like you're not a human. You're in a human body, but you're not a human, right? Like for me, I'm an Anunnaki starseed and an indigo child, so I'm in my... Okay, so you know me as Imani, right? You know me as Imani. I'm Imani, that's my name. That's the character that I'm playing, right? This human girl, that's the character that I'm playing, right? I'm in this body, but my 4th dimensional self is extraterrestrial, is Anunnaki, right? Is an indigo child. So it doesn't mean like you're literally an extraterrestrial in a being. Well, it means that, but meaning like you're just an older type soul. Your soul has come from many different constellations, has come from many different star systems. So that's why you probably don't feel like you fit in. It's because you're an indigo child. You're Uranian. You're Uranus. Yeah, so you could be an extraterrestrial being or a starseed in a human body. So your body, you are who you are as far as like, your name and your personality and your characteristics and all that stuff. But don't forget that you're also not a human either, right? You're a starseed, aka a starseed, meaning like certain souls that come into bodies here to help with Earth's ascension and here to help move things and shift to the 5th dimension, the 5D Earth, the 5D, which is, to me, it's kind of already happening because, the frequency is already going up so high, and, the more that you align yourself to your divine purpose and your mission here on Earth, the more things just happen like that. You get blessings coming in. You start to see numbers. You start to see the universe communicate to you with numbers. 1111, 222. Sorry about that. 1111, 222, 333, 444. Those are all codes of how the universe is communicating to you, and we're supposed to be breaking these codes. That's what I said. And then my last sign, I said you're supposed to be breaking these codes. You're supposed to be cracking the system, pretty much. And it's already cracking. It's already falling apart anyway. So, but yeah, that's it. That's sign number 7. Sign number 8. You don't fit in the societal structures, societal laws. Yeah, you don't fit into societal structures, societal laws. So stuff like you being like a let's say if you were in school or something and you were getting bullied and made fun of, and because you were different, right? You were a different person. Because you're a different being. I shouldn't say person, but a different being. You're not here to fit in with the rest of the world. You're not here to fit in with society. You're not here to fit in with, you know, what everybody else is here to do. You're here to do, the Most High God has assisted you here to be of some sort of inspiration to others, or be of some sort of change. You understand what I'm talking about? So yeah, like that. We're not here to fit in or be like everybody else, is because we're unique souls. We're different. You know, we're different. So you're not here to fit in like everybody else, indigo child. Old soul, ancient being that came back in a body. I'm talking to you. Whoever resonates, I'm talking to you. And even if you're a child watching this video and you resonate with what I'm talking about, you're Uranian, you're indigo. You're indigo child. Okay. So, sign number 9, your aura is indigo/blue. So, this chakra here, if you're indigo child, you're going to be utilizing this chakra right here. If you're indigo child, you're going to be using your indigo chakra, which will be your third eye, which will be the psychic chakra, the sixth sense. Yeah, so your aura is indigo and blue. I've seen my aura and it is blue. Like, I've seen my aura before on my hand. I was looking at my hand and I was just staring at it, and I saw like a blue light. It was like a blue light. And also considering that I come from Ceres, so if you're indigo child, a lot of you are going to come from many different star systems. You're going to come from many different planetary. You're going to come from many different constellations, star systems. Okay. So if you're indigo child, again, as I say. But yeah, your aura is blue and it's indigo. If you're indigo child and you utilize this chakra a lot. A lot of us like to daydream. A lot of us like to, I said that in my Syrian video too. A lot of us like to daydream. A lot of us like to, you know, a lot of us are good with music. A lot of us are good with art. Being an indigo child is very unique. You know, a lot of us are good with that kind of stuff. We have those type of gifts, you know, that the Most High give to us, that we're supposed to be sharing with the world. So, yeah. Alright, sign number 10. You had a hard time fitting in with others in school. So I know, especially for me, I've definitely had a hard time fitting in with others from school. I had friends, but ever since like 2014, where I was 14 years old, and I was like, I think I was a freshman in high school. I think I was a freshman. No, I was either in middle school or I was in high school. I can't remember, but 2014 being, I definitely had a hard time like trying to fit in with the crowd, and you know, like that whole thing where it's like you're an outcast and people kind of look at you because you're like weird or whatever. They think you're weird or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely had those feelings of like fitting in. Your family members treat you like you're an outcast, you know, just stuff like that. That's what we experience, and life puts us through those things so that we can be able to later come back and look at ourselves and be like, oh, this is the reason why that happened, or this is the reason why that happened, or stuff like that. So yeah, but you had a hard time fitting in with school, you know, especially if you have like, you know, Down syndrome or something like that, what they like to call us special kids, right? Special ed kids. So yes, I was in special ed when I was in school. Yes, I was. But you know, a lot of us that are born, you know, could have Down syndrome or born, it's not mental retardation. It's not, you're not mentally retarded. You're very an intelligent, wise, unique soul, indigo child. I'm talking to you. But yeah, so yeah, you had a hard time fitting in with others, you know, especially if you're autistic and have like Down syndrome. You're a different soul. You're different. Ugh, sorry. Okay. This is the last sign. This is sign number 11. You believe in other life. You believe in other life, or believe aliens are real and are into conspiracy theories. So you believe in other lives and believe that aliens are real and you're into conspiracy theories. Now, in the beginning of my awakening, my spiritual so-called awakening, I definitely, back in 2014, when I had that experience, I definitely felt like, I definitely fell into the rabbit hole of like conspiracy theories, like what, you know, David Icke, and that our president, our government, they're all reptilians, and that they're evil, and that they all have this plan of like trying to kill off humans and trying to control us and mind control us, and which is very real. Now, but that's why they say it's a conspiracy theory, to try and make it seem like it's not really a thing, you know, to try and make it seem like it's you're insane, you're crazy if you're talking about stuff like reptilians, if you're talking about aliens, if you're talking about extraterrestrial beings and stuff like that. Excuse me, I'm like talking really fast, but yeah, so but yeah, you believe in other life, or believe aliens are real and are into conspiracy theories. So yeah, I've definitely, as an indigo child, I've definitely fell into, like, I've always believed there were other lives, other life. I've always believed that there were other beings. I came from that realm. I came from that other side. So of course we're going to get into, not just me, of course we're going to get into like believing in, like, you know, spacecrafts, thinking that we see UFOs, you know, conspiracy theories, the reptilians, our presidents, the government, the reptilians, they're all evil. Even the celebrities, they're utilizing celebrities to keep us all distracted and to make sure we stay away from the Most High, from the divine, right? So yeah, that's it. This is the Indigo Child video I said I was gonna come back and make. But yeah, so I just wanted to do that. I just wanted to make, you know, that Indigo Child video for you guys, and to see if you guys resonate with anything that I'm talking about, and if you guys resonate with the signs, being like an Indigo Child, or a Starseed, or, you know, or an Anunnaki Neteru, you know, especially if you're one of us, you're going to be X. And yeah, so just know that, like, if you feel different from everybody else, if you feel like people look at you and like they harass you, or they like bully you or something like that, and they look at you and you like, they kind of look at you like you're weird or something's wrong with you, or, you know, you're born into a family that don't really like they treat you like you're not you're not, yes, you're a different soul, but they treat you like you're not a human, right? It's because subconsciously you are not a human. You're an extraterrestrial being in a body, just like me. I am not a human. I know I said that before, as far as with my spiritual psychosis video that I made, but it's very real. I've seen the other side. We came from that realm. I've seen the other side. Like, I've seen lion beings. I've seen the Lyran, you know, the Anuhazi. I've seen them. I've seen the beings with the elongated heads, the women, the Anunnaki women that crashed down here thousands of years ago on a ship. So I've definitely had my experiences spiritually, and I just want to still, again, help you guys, trigger something in you indigo children, and help you guys understand that you're not alone in whatever it is that you're going through, and that the challenges, why God has put challenges in your face, you know, like hard things, hit you with hard things in life, is because it's later meant for you to understand, and it's later meant for you to develop that understanding and to understand more about yourself as well too. So, but yeah, that's it. This is my Indigo Child video, signs that you're an Indigo Child, Indigo Soul. And yeah, I hope this video helped any of you out there a lot. I hope that it resonates with you. I hope you feel some sort of type of connection. And if you do, please, again, you can comment down below. You can subscribe to my channel because we talk about stuff like this. We do stuff like this. Okay? So, yeah, this is it. Have a very beautiful, blessed day. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, goodbye.